Huh? Why, that's so cold, Inquisitor Bonham!
Unable to hold his steady cold gaze, Emeer drinks fast, as if in a daze. I still wonder why the hell you are here. And the musician standing next to you.
Oh yeah, that's me private bard, Burley A. Wright, music genius.
What?
Hold on. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me.
Oh, dearie me! God dang it! Well, no use shutting the stable door after the horse bolted. Let us move on. Witness, since you're already here, you may as well add your testimony. Testify about what you witnessed on the morning after the crime.
You can count on me.
Ah, jeez.
It dawned on me then. The witch cast's familiar, just like in this case.
Wait. Wait. Hold on. Can you tell me what caused that sudden realization?
Sure thing. When the Inquisitors came round, I went to have a little peek at the crime scene myself. That's when I heard 'em talking about it. I was surprised cause they must have come to the same conclusion as me. Crikey, mate! They can do their job, them Inquisitors, I thought. It had to be familiar.
So he was eavesdropping.
If I happen to see that familiar user, I'll arrest him myself. Witness! You are testifying in court. Can you not restrain yourself a bit? What's that? Don't you see I gotta have this to keep me spirits up?
Is that supposed to be a spirit joke? Or pun? Or something?
It's the most potent medicine.
"'Tis a drink Emeer lives to savor, with an intoxicating scent and flavor." Anyway, this is a waste of time. I should be looking for decisive contradictions.
Witnesses, continue your testimonies.
Wait. Oh, right. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. Sorry to interrupt your train of thought. Oh, that's okay. What is it, Espella? You've been really helpful so far. I'm wondering if it's just me, but I've been thinking about Mr. Emeer's testimony. I think what he said is a little strange, isn't it? Yeah. How can I put it? It's pretty obviously contradictory. He was so keen to testify. Maybe we should give him some attention to point those contradictions out. What a good idea, Luke. Okay, let's go back to Emeer.
Ugh.
Well, at least whenever you do the present button, he stops drinking. Wait. Was the scepter found in that case? Objection! There's something you don't seem to understand here, Mr. Emeer. The familiar gem in this witch's scepter is a fake. The gem is useless.
Just like this buffoon's testimony. Huh?
Therefore, your testimony doesn't hold water. Yeah.
And just like anything else he says. What?
Ignored and scorned without credibility. Will majestic Emeer now show humility? Oh, man.
What? A fake? You should have listened to the trial more carefully.
Oh my god, this guy's a frickin' buffoon.
Now that has been dealt with, Inquisitor Barnum, this witch's scepter was not discovered at the crime scene when Sir Belduke was murdered. Is that correct?
Yes, that's it.
Indeed, we deduced that Familia must have been used, however...
Objection, then. But that Familia magic gem was a fake. That much has been demonstrated today. What's more, we've also learned from Cracker the Parrot's testimony the witch used the spell Go Door. The fact that there is a green wall at the crime scene corroborates that.
Objection!
That wall may not have been painted green 3 months ago. And besides, no one could have passed through a portal that small. To be honest, I've started wondering, were Sir Layton and Sir Belduke's murders actually committed by the same witch?
Objection!
Objection! Your Honor, I'd like to remind you that that was the Inquisitor's or Inquisition's claim.
I said that a while ago.
He's right, though. It's got to be the same culprit in both cases. And, at the very least, it's possible that the witch used the spell Go Door to commit Sir Belduke's murder.
What? In that case, I will ask the defense to show us proof. Do you have the proof that the witch could have used Go Door to kill Sir Belduke?
Well, like I said a while ago, couldn't this be the case because green wall and green wall equals... Ah!
Take that!
Take that! Yeah! This evidence is meaningless.
What the hell are you talking about? My evidence is not meaningless.
Just like your very existence, you could say.
What?
You're all talk. Your assertion is worthless. Just like me very existence, what you could say.
What? Here's proof, said Sir Knight in Blue, but his argument's been proven untrue.
Being publicly ridiculed and treated like dirt. Now you know how it feels too, eh? Ah!
The culprit conjured up a small magic portal in that room and made use of it to carry out the crime. I'm sure it was possible that there's some evidence that makes it blatantly obvious. Mr. Wright, think again about the circumstances at the crime scene and give it another go. Wait, was I probably used the wrong evidence. God dang it. Freaking... God dang it. I used the wrong evidence. Yay! Take that! Now stop ridiculing me. I'd like you to take a look at these. Aren't those the court illustrator's sketches? As you can see from the sketch, the victim was seated at his desk when he was murdered. And what can you see right behind the victim? A small landscape painting. Thank you, Inquisitor. But there's one more point of note. Look closely at the painting. Do you notice anything behind it? Oh, I see it. The wall behind it had already been painted green, which means the witch could have used the portal spell there 3 months ago.
Objection!
One moment, my lord. Consider how small that portal would have been. Could a witch have passed through it? I think not.
Objection!
Objection! Of course the witch could not have been able to go right through it. However, if you look at the distance between the portal and the victim, you'll notice that the victim, Sir Belduke, was sitting just an arm's length from where the portal would have been. As Homer Simpson would do to Bart. The witch did not have to enter the room at all. All she had to do was reach through with her arms in order to strangle Sir Belduke, who was sitting right under the painting. Order, Inquisitor Barnum. What say you to that? A fascinating theory, Sir Blue Knight. But there is a notable contradiction within it. Where would that be? Tell me, why do you think we concluded that Themalia had to have been used? We had a certain reason for it, of course. And what was that reason exactly? The crime scene had been tampered with. How so? Imagine the circumstances of Sir Belduke's death, and it should become quite obvious, even to you. The victim was choked to death. And yet there were no signs of a struggle. Highly improbable, don't you think? What are you getting at? Think about it. Can you imagine anyone sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Clearly there should be an evidence of a struggle. And since we haven't found any, that must mean that the killer erased all traces of a fight from the crime scene. Indeed, that would be a logical conclusion. Now surely, it would be impossible to do any such thing had the witch only reached inside through a portal. In order to cover up the evidence she left behind, the witch had to have used a familiar. Without doing so, there would have been no point in her using the spell Go Door.
Objection!
Miss Grayle could have done it.
she might have been able to tamper with the crime scene.
What are you talking about?
The morning of the crime. From the time Miss Grayerl and that guy entered the study, until the arrival of the Knights of the Inquisition, there was a window of time in which she had the opportunity to do so. We need to look at what happened in that window. It seems we may need another testimony. Witnesses, testify what happened in the time between the body being found and the Knights of the Inquisition arriving.
Sure thing! Ask me anything! I'll tell y'all what y'all need to know.
Oh, glorious Emeer! Emeer! Tell us more. Maybe it won't be left as before. Only 2 people accessed the crime scene in that time, Grayerl and Emeer. Believe it or not, Emeer is the key witness in this case. Yeah, that is true.
I broke down the door and saw that alchemist slumped in his chair. Gave me a jolt.
In his chair.
The butler hurried to call the Knights of the Inquisition. He never entered the study. What did I do then? Oh yeah, I was asked to keep an eye on things. So I went in to have a bit of look at everything. All that made me pretty drowsy. So I went and took a little nap on the couch.
What? Oh my god. What? You said the butler didn't... Wait. You said the butler didn't enter the crime scene?
Yup. He never set foot in there. The moment he saw that Belduke, he told me to stand guard till the Knights of the Inquisition arrived. And then off he went. What a resourceful apprentice that alchemist has, I thought to myself. I almost feel sorry for you, Sir Blue Knight. After all, your suspect couldn't have tampered with the crime scene.
That can't be true.
Defense, please proceed with the interrogation.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. Lovely.
I broke down the door and hold it!
Before you smashed the door, did you check that it was really locked?
Course I did! We tried to get it open without resorting to brute force, but it wouldn't budge. So I went to fetch me lovely little axe.
His wooden enemy stood tall and still, yet Emeer sprang forth. It was overkill. Yeah, really. Heh. Did you think I lied about the door being locked? No, 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 of course not. Boy, she's so sharp she might cut herself. Or me, most likely.
So then I went inside. The alchemist was slumped in his chair. While we're at it, allow me to confirm something. When you entered the room, did the victim look the way he does in the sketch? Yep, that's it. Spot on. Nicely drawn, too. You know, at first I didn't know if he was really dead. He looked like he just passed out or something. Tired from his research.
Hang on!
Hang on. Miss Grayerl, may I ask you something? Yes, what is it? What do you think about Mr. Emeer's testimony? There's nothing amiss. However, Mr. Wright, I can tell you what you are thinking.
You can? Let's see if you're right.
When he entered the room, Mr. Emeer didn't notice that Master Belduke was dead. On the other hand, I ran straight away to call the Knights of the Inquisition, and so... You suspect that I knew beforehand that Master was dead. That's what you're thinking. Your face is like an open book.
Shut up. But isn't that what actually happened?
No, I knew something was wrong because Master had very fine manners and would never sleep in his chair. When I saw him like that, I was struck with a very bad realization. I felt certain that something terrible had happened.
Sure. I have heard about you. The word is that you're very collected and perceptive. It would seem to be the case.
It would be more appropriate to call her calculating.
Somehow I feel like you're not paying me enough attention here. That matters not, witness. Let us proceed with the cross-examination. Matters not, eh? No need to be so rude about it. Butler hurried to call the Knights of the Inquisition. He never...
Hold it! I'm trying to press the button. Are you sure the butler didn't enter the crime scene?
Yeah! Like I said, he didn't set foot in that room. I went in and sorta didn't know what to do. But the butler sussed out the situation in the blink of an eye. He told me to stand guard, and then he ran out.
She went to call the Knights of the Inquisition, is that correct? That's correct. I went to the nearby garrison.
We have the records of when the crime was reported. They match the witness's testimony.
I returned to Master Belduke's house with 2 knights. They began an investigation immediately, taking away Master's research materials and concoctions. In the end, I wasn't able to enter that room that day.
There can be no doubt about it, she is the alchemist's apprentice. She was under close observation following the incident.
I wasn't aware of that. So in the end, she didn't have access to the crime scene at all on that day, huh? By the way, what were you doing at that time?
Huh? Well, me? Ugh. What I do then? Yeah, I was asked keep an eye on things, so I went and have a bit of look around. Hold it!
What were you having a look at?
Well, I was asked to take care of the crime scene, wasn't I? So I had to, like, make sure everything was in order. I mean, you know, it's not like I went wild with excitement after being left in the real alchemist's room full of mysterious stuff.
I'm sure you didn't, Mr. Sticky Fingers.
And besides...
Besides?
She asked me to look for something, so I was doing that too.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, hang on. Miss Grayle, you look lost in thought. Oh, were you talking to me? Even she can be caught off guard, if I choose the right moment. You have been listening to Mr. Emeer's testimony, haven't you? Yes, I have. He was asked to look for something. It was you who asked him, I assume. What did you tell him to look for? I think you're mistaken. He said it, not me. Him is him, not me. I don't remember making any request of that sort. Huh?
Oi, Bluey! Were you even listening to what I said? It was a lady that asked me. The butler is a guy, you numbskull! Hey, what's up? Why's everyone looking at me like that?
Quite a while ago we learned that the butler Jean Grey Earl is actually female.
What?
That's why when you said a lady asked you to search for something, we assumed it was Miss Grey Earl.
What?
Daydreaming, listening, but not hearing. That look of shock is almost endearing.
What the? Why didn't you tell me? Do you require a personal notification? You should have been listening to the trial. Knights of the court, squabbling with a witness is most unseemly. What I would like to know now is this. Who was the lady that made the request of Emeer? Oh yeah, that was actually Miss